Hi guys, my name is Melissa. I'm a licensed cosmetologist of 8 years now. I also am a certified teacher and I'm teaching 5th grade math right now. But I love doing hair. Hair is my passion, so I wanted to make a YouTube channel all about hair. About styling it, about coloring it, cutting it. Anything you want to know about hair, I can help you out right here. So my first video that I wanted to do is to show you guys how to do that beachy wave, as you can see. That's been going on for about a couple years now. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'm going to show you exactly what I did to get this hair. So I washed my hair this morning and I just put it up in a bun. I'm going to take it out. The bun is still wet, and you want that. If you wash your hair at night, you could do that too, and just let it air dry overnight, and then just do the same steps as we do now with your dried hair, and you'll get the same effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some Redken Pillow Proof Blow Dry Spray. I'm going to shake it up before I put it in, and this stuff is awesome. I'm going to spritz it on my damp hair. And what this stuff does is not only does it let you blow dry your hair faster, but it also is a heat protectant up to 450 degrees. So I'm going to make sure it's everywhere. Then I'm going to split my hair in half. I'm going to take my hair tie. And then my blow dryer. I'm going to put my blow dryer on high heat and high speed. I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to simply straighten it out with my brush. As I blow dry it, I'm just going to be combing my hair down so I can get it straight so it doesn't have any waves or curls to it. I don't have to like pull on the hair to make it completely straight because I don't want it completely straight. I still want it to have a little bit of frizz because frizz will give me a little bit of body when I actually go to do the beach wave. So I'm going to start doing this now. And if you see me, I'll probably switch between this flat brush and this round metal brush. So I'm going to go back and forth between the two. now back to my top piece. And the reason why I go over it with the round brush mostly is because I want to do my ends with the round brush. I want to get the ends nice and smooth because when we do beachy waves with the curling iron, we don't put the ends into the curling iron. So we want the ends to be nice and smooth from the beginning. So now I'm going to do my top section. And usually I separate it into 3 sections. And this part I actually blow dry pretty nicely because I want volume. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my round brush. I'm going to brush it out. And I'm going to blow dry up, up, and forward. This is going to give me the most volume. And what I want to concentrate on my roots first. I want to get them dry first. And then I'm going to pull the brush through so that my ends. Okay, so now I got to my last front section. Just gonna put the rest of my hair back. And I'm gonna blow this out. I'm gonna blow dry this out the same way. Before I do that, I'm just gonna turn on my curling iron. This is a 1-inch curling iron. Any 1-inch curling iron can do. If you have shorter hair, you can even use a smaller barrel. If you have a lot longer hair, I would recommend a thicker barrel. You can also use a wand that's like this. It's thicker on this part, and as you go to the end, it gets thinner. They're both going to give you the same beach wavy effect, except the curl will be a little bit different between the two. I'm going to turn this on, and my heat can stand, my hair can stand the highest heat, so I'm going to put it up on the highest heat. If you have thinner hair, I wouldn't recommend putting it on the highest heat. I would recommend putting it on medium heat. And I apologize for my gray hairs. I will be coloring them this upcoming weekend. And I just grabbed a clip so I can clip my hair up as I do the beach waves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to section my hair off, and I'm going to take about 2 to 3 inch sections. It depends on how long your hair is. If your hair is shorter, you want to take smaller sections. If your hair is longer, you can take wider sections. So about that much hair. Then I'm going to separate this section into 3 sections. So one on this side, one in the middle, and one on this side. I'm going to take my curling iron, make sure it's hot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my curling iron with my right hand and put the hair around it with my left hand. Okay, so I'm going to hold my curling iron straight up like this. I'm going to take the section of my hair, I'm going to put my curling iron in back, and I'm going to wrap my hair around it, going back. And I'm only wrapping it, I'm leaving the ends out, and I'm really only leaving it for like a couple seconds, then I'm going to let it go. And with my hair, because it's so short in the back, it doesn't curl as well as my longer pieces will in front. So let me curl a little bit back here, and then as we get to the front, I'll really show you how to do it. So I'm going to drop my next section down, pin the rest of my hair up, and then section my hair off again. So I'm taking about 2-inch sections this way and about 2-inch sections this way. Hold the curling iron with my right hand when I'm doing my left side, and then when I'm doing my right side, I'm going to switch hands. I'm going to hold my curling iron upside down, straight up, put it in back of my hair, right at my root, and wrap my hair around it, leaving the end out. See how much I left out of the ends? And then I'm going to count to 10. And then I'm going to release, and I have a wave. I'm going to continue to do this all around my head. Now I'm going to start on my right side, so I'm going to switch hands, and the curling iron will go on my left hand, my hair will go on my right hand, put it upside down, put the curling iron in back of your hair, wrap your hair around, leaving the ends out, 10 seconds. And then you do the rest. And then in between each row of the section I take, I'm going to spray it with some light hairspray. That's it. Then I'm going to do the next section, and then the top section. So usually I split my hair into 4 sections when I do this. And then once I get to the top section, or even the middle section that I did just before, I can alternate my curls. So this first piece, I went back, and now the next piece, I'm gonna roll it forward against the curling iron. And then what this does is give your hair more body once you break those waves up. Spray again. Not too much spray. You just want a little bit of hold because you want to be able to break it up after we're done. And the top I'm going to do a little bit differently. I'm going to take horizontal sections and roll it back. The reason why I do this is because I like a lot of body in my hair, and I'm going to tease it after. So I want the top section to go back. So again, I'll turn this way. Curling iron in my right hand, hair in my left hand, and I'm just going to wrap it around, leaving the ends out. And then what I like to do is I like to leave this section out until I'm done actually teasing and finish my front with the curling iron after that. So I'm going to take a little more hairspray, spray it. Going to let it sit for a minute, and then I'll show you how to break it up. So I just let my hair sit. Let it cool off a little bit, and as you can see, it already looks beach wavy-ish. So what I'm going to do, because I like my hair big, I'm going to take my teasing brush. It looks like this. But if you just have like any comb that looks like this, or even if you don't have a comb and you have a round brush, you could even make do with a round brush. Anything will do. The technique in teasing is not so much the brush as to, more importantly, the technique of how to actually tease. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the back section of my hair, and I'm going to make kind of like a U. I'm going to section off kind of like a U. Take this section up top, and what I'm going to do, this is how you tease. I'll make sure you can see. So the whole point of teasing is to make the root of your hair, the hair from your root to about 1 inch up, to knot it a little bit, and that's what's going to hold the tease, and that's what's going to make volume. So what I like to do is hold my hair straight up, take my brush, and you're going to back comb. I start low and I go high and I back comb up. And I do this around the whole section. Then I take my hairspray and I'm going to spray that back comb. Then I'm going to let my hair fall like that. And as you can see, it looks a little funny. It looks like I'm in there something about Mary, but that's what you want because we're going to fix it after. So I'm going to tease all my sections first.
And I'm going to let this section sit on top of the previous section. I'm going to take out my clip to the front of my hair so I can tease the front section a little bit. And again, spray.
And then to put the tease down. So I'm going to go back and I'm only going to touch that first section. I'll move my other hair to the side. And I'm just going to place it with my fingers where I want it. Then I'm going to take the next section and do the same thing. Just going to open it up a little so I can get that volume that I want. And if you see it a little knotty over here, you just take your comb and gently comb it out so it's nice and smooth. Then this last section, do the same thing. I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to comb it back just so it's smooth. And I like to fix the front of it after I curl this front section. So I usually part my hair right around here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to part it. Then I'm going to take my right side where more of my hair comes and I'm going to split this section into 3 little sections vertically. The reason why I do it vertically is because as I curl them, I want them to be placed nicely to the right on top of each other so I can have a sweep in the front. And I'm going to curl the same way as I did before. I'm going to curl it all back. So I'm just going to wrap my hair around it. Again, leaving the ends out. 10 seconds and release it. I'm going to spray the front a little. I'm going to give it a minute and then I'm going to break it up and finish it off. Okay, so to break it up. For my hair, what works good is I can just take my hands and shake it all the way through and it'll break it up perfectly fine. And then I would go back with the curling iron and curl whatever pieces that I think look too straight. For some people who have very thin, fine hair and their hair doesn't hold a curl as well, I wouldn't go and shake my hair out. I would just break up the curls with your fingers. For people with fine, straight hair, I would not shake up your curls like I would do to my hair. My hair is pretty, it's like a medium thickness. It's coarser than most people's hair, but not very close. So I know my hair can handle the shaking and I won't lose the curl. For people who have straighter, finer hair, if you break it up the way I break it up, it's gonna fall flat quicker. So for you guys, I would just run through with my fingers and break it up this way. But for me, I'm going to break it up like this because I know my hair can handle it. And then I'm just going to take it out with my fingers because I don't want to ruin it. And that is the finished look. I would spray it because I'm a spray fanatic. I wouldn't spray it that much because then it's going to get too hard. And then as the day goes by, I'll fluff it break it up a little more if I need to add some more hairspray. Make sure my tease looks good. You see how nice that looks with the ends that are straight out? That's your beachy waves. And you could do this with any length of hair, even shorter than mine, longer than mine. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the finished look. Please let me know what you want me to do next. Again, I'm open to doing anything. More styling, cutting, coloring. I can bring in models. Let me know what you want to see and you can see it. Thank you.